Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's the 28th of September. Lovely morning. We had some heavy rain last night, but as you can see, lovely clear blue sky now. Just look at the dew on this asparagus. Absolutely stunning. And the autumn colours of the blueberry. Anyway, what I want to just show you is we've just pressed the apples a couple of days ago. I'm just going to show you that now. So we ended up with probably around 14 gallons, which is about half of what I got last year, but then last year was pretty exceptional. But I've still got about 60 litres of cider left from last year. So plenty to keep me going until this new batch is ready for sure. And I've just been doing the SG. I'll try again. And it's around about 1054, which is really good. And I think that's due to the fact that, you know, we had a pretty good summer. Lots of sunshine. This camera's rubbish at zooming in. Yeah, I would say it's about 1054. So, and I'm also going to do the pH as well. That's my pH meter there. So once I've done that, later today I'll pitch the yeast, which is in here, and then that's it. I'll just leave it to do its thing. So I'll give you a very quick update on the backyard veg plot. But before I do that, I'm just going to turn you around and bring you inside. This is the reason why I've not been doing any videos for a bit. As you can see, pretty major upheaval. So this is our old kitchen, and so I've got all the wall units off. Base units are coming out tomorrow, and well, stripping everything out apart from the boiler. Excuse me. And this is just we're just gonna turn this into a spare room sort of thing, and then this will be our new kitchen. So the units are going to be starting somewhere around there, and then coming right round, building round that pillar right up to the window. So it'll be like an L shape, and then there's where these marks are, there'll be an island with seats and everything. So it'll be a definite upgrade from what we've had. So I've been really busy. As I say, that's why I haven't been doing many garden videos. We're going to retain that. That was a kind of bookshelf, so they've made a unit specially for that, so we don't lose that space. And then got a joiner coming around to put 2 new door frames on, and just frame that bit out, stud it so it can be plasterboard. I've got to knock all that plaster off. That'll be boarded and skimmed. 2 new doors, probably half glazed or something like that to let more light in. And the plaster work in here is pretty shot, but until we get the splashbacks and everything out, I'm not exactly sure whether it'll all have to come off or whether some of it can be retained, but we'll see. But some of it, we need to get an electrician round to move the sockets. Like that was for the extractor, so that's going to need taking out, removing and making safe and what have you. But anyway, yeah, so it's I've been really busy. Just took the radiator off. There was a big double radiator on there. Took that off yesterday, and then we got a plumber to come round and cap those where these valves are. So to cut pipe off near the wall and cap it off. And of course he'll have to cut the water supply off to the sink and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, so let's come outside. So as I say, quick update. So I've got my savoys in here, and a bit of miner's lettuce and some spring onion. That bed's finished now. This spinach has done well. We've been eating this quite a lot. The French beans are done. In my last video I was showing you these that turned out to be a climbing bean, so the pods are drying out quite nicely now. I'm going to save those. I'll be lifting the beets fairly soon to store. But look at those crackers, absolutely fantastic beetroot this year, and some nice spring onion there actually, which we can eat now. A few more there. Want the coriander for seed. The white turnip have done well, there's still a few left, and this Mizuna and some Lolo Rosso still going there. And in the frame, I don't know if you can see, coriander, and I've got some overwintering lettuce that I need to prick out, which will go in the greenhouse. Again, poor seed germination, don't know what's going on with that. A few spring onions to go in the greenhouse. We want a cheeky curry squash. They just didn't do very well this year, unfortunately, but that one's edible. And then tomatoes, still a few on, coming to an end now, but they've been really good. The basil's kind of still going, but it's sort of starting to die back. And I've shown these peppers before, but they are really, I mean, look at that. That's probably the largest pepper I've ever grown. That's just fantastic. And so yeah, I'll like I say, I'm just keeping an eye out for frost and anything, but I'll be harvesting those fairly soon, and then we'll clean this lot out and then plant it up with lettuce and spring onions and that sort of stuff. Our neighbour Finn, it's not had a particularly good year. I think he must be tied up with other stuff, because I don't think I've ever seen his plot sort of like that really. But there's the pomace from the apples, because he likes to give it to his poultry and put it on his compost. And he's got a giant, I don't know if you can see this, I can't really zoom in, but down there he's got one of those giant Atlantic pumpkins. I think this camera will pick it up, but anyway, it'll be interesting to see what it weighs in at. That's it for this one, guys. Short and sweet, I know. Gonna go for a couple of days away, hopefully, because I need a break. And yeah, so I'll just come back to you as and when possible when we get this new refurbishment done and everything. And in the meantime, thanks for watching as always. Please do subscribe and hit the like button. Take care. See you soon. Bye for now.